Hi guys, my name is Olga and today I would like to talk about the interview for the airlines which is based in UAE. There are three major airlines which is based both in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and the selective process for all of them are quite similar, and the principles as well, which I'm going to talk with you, is also similar. So there are two things which you need to put attention on. It's the age and the height. So the maximum official requirements for the age is 32 years old, and for the height there is no clear limitation official. However, you on assessment day you just need to touch the point, which is 2 meters and 10 centimeters, and it basically doesn't matter what's your original height is. For example, my original height is 165, but I flew with guys and girls who've been lower than me, and they're completely fine with it. So it's not about the exact height, it's just about your ability to touch that point. Then also tattoos. They're going to check the tattoos. So if it's hidden, for example, on your back or in some places when you're wearing the uniform, it's not visible, that is completely fine. However, if it's in the neck, arms, or really open areas, then it's better to remove it if you really would like to get this job. So the first, it's like a second already. Second step is going to be the group exercise, because all candidates, which is approximately 150 to 200 per day, invited to the big auditorium and divided into the groups in each table. And the assessors showing the presentation about the UAE, about the company, and after the presentation, it's like introducing into the culture of the company and to the country as well. They may ask some questions. Questions are very simple, like they can ask, for example, how many Emirates are in UAE, what is the smallest Emirate, what is the name of the king. So it's very easy questions, but and they ask each group of these questions, and then somebody from your group needs to answer. And it's very important to remember that as recruiters are always observing you. It's basically you just see people, you just sit with them at the table for the first time in your life. They might be shy, they might be too confident, but you need to find that golden middle. It's very important also to not to show you as a too confident leader, and do not keep silent all the time. So it should be something in between. You should mainly you should show yourself as a team member. It's very important. You can sometimes show your leadership skills, however, with respect to other people. Even if you see that somebody is getting wrong answer, should be like very polite, very quiet. That maybe just to find some ways to stop that person who is telling something wrongly, but do not interrupt him or do not make anything aggressive, and just to present your answer to the assessors. Also, it's basically, for some people it might be very distracting, because during the whole discussion, during the whole presentation, there are 2 to 3 assessors who is just walking around the table with the notes, and they are observing everyone, guys, girls, observing like the nails, haircut, your overall style, the way how you talk, how you can build the relationship with the people which you see the first time in your life. And basically this is exactly what's happening on a daily flights. When you're flying, for example, you just see people on briefing for the first time in your life. They're all, majority of them, from different nationalities with different values in their head, but they're doing the same job as you, and you need to build the relationship from the beginning. It's good, good, healthy working relationship. So same here. People you see first time, you just need to do your best to make this good relationship. So the next step is going to be the English test. Also nothing to worry about. If your level is intermediate, is more than enough. It's exercises just based on to put the words in the correct form, then to read the text, answer some questions. Honestly, it's not that difficult at all, but you can just practice maybe some exercises if English is not your native language. After each of these already assessments, some people are going to be called by names and to invite to the other room. And normally the one who is called to other room, there's the one who passed, and the one who remains, there's the one who did not pass to the next stage. And again, nothing to worry about if you did not pass for the next stage. It's just about the matter of 6 months. For up to 6 months, you can make application again. You can be invited again, and it actually will be considered. And okay, if you apply in second time for the same company, it actually gives you benefits in the eyes of the recruiters. That okay, that this person would like to join particularly this airline, and it can add some points in their eyes on you. So this is really good thing. So just don't worry about if you didn't pass for the first time, honestly. If you've been successful, if you are lucky. So the next is going to be again 2 group interviews. The first one, it's already a newly divided group of people, again 6 to 7 people, maybe less, maybe more, and they're given the papers with the words. From these words you need to create their story, and you have, let's say, 2 to 3 minutes. And the trick of this exercise is not about to create the story. For example, like I will give you an example. In the papers there are certain things that you would like to take with you to the islands away in the ocean. So, and for some people, for example, they put a value for the toothbrush, and for some people it might be water. So you need to find the balance. But the trick of this exercise is not what to take, because assessors giving you limited time and just random words in order to put you on pressure. So it's very important here, do not panic, do not interrupt everyone telling that I'm right and I would like to take certain things. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say. So it's very, very important to present your ideas in a very respectful way. I would suggest here to be in the golden middle. Do not keep silent, but do not be like a too expressive leader, because it's not a leadership position, it's a team member. So just being a team member, it's a respectful way to listen everyone in your team, and then you can present the answer like as a, let's say, leader of the group. But again, as a smart leader of the group, you need to be like, for example, if you see that somebody is keep silent, like for example, Chinese girl who is very shy and she's just shy, it's really, really good to ask, like, let's say, gee, what do you think about this? What is your opinion? And this will really add points to your overall performance, that you do care about other people who may be shy to express, maybe they don't understand something. And about do not understanding something, it's really better to ask, for example, but do not ask assessors. The assessors who is around you, who is making the notes about everyone, they do not exist. So just do not focus, do not even look at them. Really, they don't like this. Just look into your colleagues, and if, for example, you don't understand, like let's say some word in English in the exercise, just ask the colleagues. It's really good also point that if you don't understand, ask. Do not be shy. It will add also some point that okay, this person is responsible for the proper understanding of the situation. So then somebody from the group presenting the idea, and after this exercise also some names will be called to leave the room. So they are the one who is successful. The one who left the room, unfortunately, no. But yeah, I must say that in this exercise, majority of people will go out, because it's gonna be already less than half left for the next exercises. The next exercise, it's also group exercise. It's about the situations. It's also we are taking the paper like at exams, and we were working as a chain. So for example, I was working with in a pair with another girl, and then other 2 people, in like at one, like 2 by 2. And there are certain situations. For example, we got a paper that it's like the situations based on that somebody is making some drama or complaints, and another person needs to calm this person down and to find solution. So in each situation, these 2 roles is going to be the major one. For example, I was with a girl, she was from Czech Republic, and we got a situation that I'm a receptionist in reception, the hotel, and I have a guest who came to me, who've been traveling from really far away. He is extremely tired, and his room is not ready yet because the hotel is overbooked, and the couple who is staying in his room is by some reasons they are delayed, they are leaving from the room. So this guest is also understandable, you know, he's standing, he's complaining that he's screaming that, okay, I would like to get my room, and check-in time, and why it's not ready. And plus he would like to take shower. So, and you know, like all the situation is putting pressure on you, and you have limited time to solve the situation. And I remember that the solution what I offered him, it was, to be honest, I was like, in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, what to do? And then, yeah, like basically the best thing what to do in this situation, in any situation, like in general in life, when somebody just screaming at you, just be calm and listen. Listen, let them just to get all this negative energy out, and then just with a very calm voice, just to offer the solution. So in the beginning, I was just listening, you know, with a smile and eye contact. So eye contact, smile, and just quiet in the beginning, completely like a quiet confidence. So I was listening, looking into her eyes, and then I offered her complimentary lunch in the hotel, and she was like, okay, well, like I would like to have a lunch. However, I would like to have a shower, and like what to offer with a shower. Okay, I offered her to go to a pool, like a nice 5-star hotel pool, and next to the pool there are some shower cabins when she can take a shower. So basically this was a fine answer, so she was satisfied with my answer, and situation was solved. But also here I must say that it really depends on who you're in pair with. Because, for example, I was lucky with this girl because she didn't struggle me to find other solutions, that she doesn't want to take shower in this room, you know. Because some people, this is what I was facing by myself, that they're trying to put other candidates down. So you need to just keep quiet, keep calm, and if they see that this situation does exist, that somebody is just trying to take your answer down and do not accept it, just try to find the other solution, but also in a very, very respectful way. And this should be fine. And again, yeah, some pressure is created when you see the assessors, but again, assessors does not exist in this exercise as well. If you have like some questions like how many minutes do you have more, like just do not ask. It's better just to focus on your task and the person who you're dealing with. This, and it will be fine, it will be enough, really. Normally after this exercise there is a break, and break 40 minutes for the lunch. It's ready like midday. After this, again, there are certain names which will be called who have been successful for the final interview, and the one who is not, they're leaving on this moment. Sometimes all these exercises are just continue during the whole day. So basically, sometimes the final interview is going to be on the next day. But it really depends on how many candidates and per day, and which country is this. So, but personally, my interview was on the same day. So after lunch break, we came back to the rooms. It was a 2-to-1 interview, means 2 assessors and candidate. And one assessor, he or she just writing down, and the other one, the one who is talking. Here also it's very important to eye-to-eye contact and smile. Always smile since you left the taxi or the car before the academy, before the assessment door. So it's very, very important. They're really looking into it. So regarding the final interview, the questions 100% they're going to ask. It's why you would like to be a flight attendant, why you would like to be a flight attendant specifically in this airline. And it's very important here, do not mention that, oh, I would like to travel the world, this was my dream since the childhood. No, don't mention this, because it's going to be considered as you would like to have fun. You don't care much about the job or career, and you just would like to have fun. So just don't mention that you would like to travel really at all. Just because ancestors, they also invest in their time into people who they would like to see in 4, 5, 10 years with a company. So basically they're looking for the answers when you can say that, okay, I've been monitoring the success of this company during past 5 years, and I would like to be part of this team because I feel potential strengths what I can bring to this company. it all should be about the company, about contribution to the company. It's very, very important, because this will show that, okay, you care not only about yourself, but about the success of the company. Even if it's not true, just mention this, believe me. Then you need to have a prepared answer for your past working experience. They will definitely ask you about situations, tell us about situations when you show the weakness in your work, or show us a situation about the conflict, or show us the situation when you have some problems at your work and how you solve it. So in this kind of questions, it's very important to tell this as a story. Like, for example, okay, this was my work experience, this is what's happened, this is what how I solved, this is actions what I took, and this is the outcome. So it should be very structural answers. So that's why it's better to prepare this answer in advance, because it's going to be already created stories about this. Yeah, they will ask about weaknesses and strengths. Regarding the weaknesses, for example, there might be some situations when, especially for the girls or for the guys, that pimples before the interview just appeared. Maybe candidate was too stressful and the pimples, which is really, really doesn't add the attractiveness to the whole appearance. And the assessors may ask, like, okay, do you have skin problems? And this kind of questions, they're very personal, and sometimes just do not be offensive of these questions, because again, assessors, they just put you on this kind of stress, and they would like to see how you're going to react on this kind of questions. And in case, for example, there's some visual appearance problems, just tell that, okay, I'm aware of this problem and I'm working on it. So it's very, very important. It shouldn't be like a surprise, oh yeah, really, I have problems, and it should be like that you're aware and you're working on it. It's basically the answer about the weaknesses should be that these weaknesses can be turned into the strengths at the end. So just mention one or two, not more than this. It will be fine. About the positive qualities also, it should be definitely team member, like a positiveness, something what you can again compliment to the team, being as a team member. Basically that's it. There might be some more questions, but it's very easy to Google, but this is the main questions, which is like the major one. You need to really have the good prepared answers for them and to be ready. Sometimes, by the way, also they may ask just random question in the beginning of the interview, like who is your favorite actors? So for these kind of questions, of course, some candidates, they are focusing so much on the questions I just mentioned before, that okay, why would like to work for this airline, why would like to be cabin crew. But then when somebody is asking you who is your favorite actor, all this already built here, it's already just destroyed, because it's something out of the ordinary. So again, in this situation, just be calm and just answer who is your favorite actor, or what is your hobby, or what is your favorite color. Again, they're asking sometimes this question just in order to release your stress a little bit, if they see that somebody is just sitting and obviously nervous. Also, regarding the general tips for the interview, just remember that assessors always observing you. For example, even before the interview, even in the toilet when you're going to change, for example, makeup to recover something, even in the lunch break, everywhere they're looking at you, because there is a number with your name on your, there's a badge, so they will always remember which number are you. And it's actually sometimes they're taking decisions based on the something they observe out of the exercise. So it's very, very important to remember, even if you were perfect from the group exercises or the final interview, but then, for example, they had something that you're talking with somebody about, let's say, your past working experience and why you resigned, and you're talking about not in a nice way, then it's gonna be just no. So just please be careful, especially when you're talking about previous companies. So regarding the tips, it's about the smile. For sure, it's about just take care about what you're talking with other people, with candidates, with them, with everyone. Um, it might be situation, for example, that you're going to the toilet and there's a assessor there, you know, and in this kind of situation you don't know what to say sometimes, you know, you just feel shy maybe to ask, but do not be just it's just normal person, it's just normal person who is just who's human being and who would like to be treated also as a human being. So just say hi, be very nice to him or to her, and it will be really also appreciated. Also, the grooming. So grooming should be perfect, just exactly on the flight. If, for example, you came in the morning for the assessment day and the final interview at 7 o'clock in the evening, it should be perfect. Everything. Hair, makeup, nails. Do not excess with the perfume because it's better to not put perfume at all than to put extra. Same with the makeup. It's better to put just minimum makeup rather than to excess it too much. So for the guys, shave for sure. Just it's not accessible to have any bird at all, and you should be fine, really. And I hope these tips were useful for you. In my book, How to Become a Cabin Crew in UAE, I'm explaining with very good details every single detail, every tip, what to follow in order to get the desired results, and also I'm sharing the really unique information about the life in the Middle East as being as a cabin crew. And there are some tips, there are some details hidden in this industry. So it would be my pleasure really to share this with you, with this information with you. And it's very different with the European or American Airlines. So I think that there are so many useful things you can read from there. So you can find me on Amazon.com. You can just write me a mail if you will have some questions. I will be really happy to answer these. Also, I have a Facebook page. You can always follow this. And thank you for your attention, gorgeous people. I just really hope to see you again. Bye.